The Joe Rogan Experience.
I wanted to tell you, I got beef with Malcolm Gladwell.
Really?
You spoke to him.
Yes.
You need to connect us.
What do you have beef with him about?
I love him, right?
Okay.
You used to listen to his stuff all the time. And then he did something with some guy, and I think he was a little tipsy. But he was talking about how he could do stand-up. Doing stand-up is easy.
He really said that?
He really said it. I wanted to send you the clip.
Oh.
And I just want to be like, Malcolm, come on, fam.
He said that?
Yeah, or something. I have to find it. He was like, doing stand-up is nothing but, and he intellectualized it. It's a certain set of thing in the room with people drinking, and he tried to like, and I want him to feel it. Like, I want him to, and so I was,
that's like a guy who watches a fight and thinks, oh, fuck that dude
yes. And when he said that, I was like, Malcolm, come on, man. And it's like I couldn't watch him anymore. I was like so angry.
Yeah.
And now I watched a few clips of him here, and I was like, man, I miss Malcolm. But he needs to know you can't be.
If he really said that, he just doesn't understand what it
audience.
is.
No,
he might just not understand what it is.
But I want him to. I want to take him to a black room. I want him to go on stage, like the realest room. You know what I mean? Go do your thing, Malcolm.
Go do your nonsense.
I just want to see it.
Just see him bomb. Just feel it. Because just crackle. Feel the heat coming off his body.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. You
Yeah.
can't. I mean, it's like, and to me, it was like, man, you wrote a book about 10,000 hours, and you sitting there going, I can do this. It's like, come on, man, don't do that.
It seems like, but this is what I've been saying about stand-up for a while, is that if you talk to someone, a lot of people have been funny in their life. Most people have said something funny. Of course. And everyone can talk, right? So all you're doing up there is talking, and you say something funny. It seems like I can do it.
Yeah, but you're doing it. Yeah, but you're talking and saying something funny to people who know you and love you and know your quirks and your tics and all that stuff. You're in front of strangers,
right?
Who may or may not be in that audience.
Well, that's the difference between, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but there's a lot of people that are maybe podcasters or they do other things, and then they're doing stand-up occasionally in front of their crowd.
Yes.
And they think they're doing good stand-up, but then they'll go on in the store and they'll get sandwiched into a lineup in the OR of murderers.
Yes.
And then it's ugly.
Yeah.
It gets ugly because
fast.
Reality sets in. Because if they're all there to see you and they're all your fans and they paid money to hear you talk, they just want to see you. Like, hey, there's the guy from the show.
Yes.
Yay.
And they've probably never been in the comedy club.
So if Malcolm is doing these speeches and he's doing these speeches in front of these large audiences, he's probably said some funny things.
Yes.
So he probably thinks that he can do stand-up.
He's a funny guy. But when he got, I was like, man, I need to find dude. I need to talk to him.
It's not when it's. I don't think people understand what it is. It's a very weird art form because I think it's only truly appreciated by people who've done it. Like truly appreciated in terms of what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And it took me years to realize that what was going on when you're killing is a sort of a form of hypnosis. There's the audience is letting you into their mind and they're letting you think for them. That's why when you have clunky shit or you blow yourself up or you have a distorted perception of yourself or you have too many words, it's like annoying, it's frustrating, it's hard for people to absorb. You lose some of that grip that you have on them. Yeah. But when someone has an economy of words and they lock in and their jokes are tight and then they keep going and going, you're lost in their thoughts. Yep. You just let those people carry you. I love it. One of my favorite things is sit in the audience and love someone killing. I just go along with them like,
It's so fun.
It's so fun. But to break that down to just sentences and words and you say this and you say that, it's not that. There's so much more to it.
So many elements. That's what brings me back to Malcolm Gladwell, man.
Malcolm, you're crazy.
See you in these comedy streets, fam. Nah,
Come on, Malcolm. Malcolm, I'll put you up on one of my nights.
I really wanted to talk to him.
I want you to go on right after Owen.
Yes. Yeah, follow me, son.
Or open. That might be even uglier.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man.
No warm up.
I was like, like for real, ask my wife. Like I couldn't listen to him for a minute. And that was my man because he had these podcasts when he was dissecting stuff and
Well, he's a brilliant guy.
Fantastic.
And sometimes brilliant people overestimate their perceptions. They overestimate their ability to break something down.
Yes.
I mean, I've had conversations with people about fighting that way. Where people say, hey, if anybody ever came up to me, I would do this, and then I would do that. Like, they say that. I'm like, oh, okay. This is it's hard for me to hear. I'm just gonna let you talk because really I want to just tackle you right now and choke
See
the
what
life
you
out
do.
of you.
Wait, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Yeah.
But people have this idea because a person moves in a way that's similar to the way that they can move. They think, I could do that. I lift weights. I'll fuck that guy up. They have these ideas and they think, oh, he's out there talking. I'm a brilliant guy. I'm smarter than them. I understand things. I write. I'm always performing because I'm always talking about this. Stand-up would be easy.
I literally yelled. I was like, Malcolm, what did I do to you? Like, I took it so personal. Like, why are you attacking my thing, man?
Before I criticize him, I'd have to hear his exact quote.
Yeah, I got to send it to you.
Have we found it?
He was feeling saucy.
Jamie?
It's him and another guy.
Yeah, he was talking about jobs that are really hard, and he picked stand-up comedy. And there's a couple quotes. That guy defended stand-up comedy very well. It seemed like, but
wait, is this something that
I couldn't figure out where exactly it was. I think
Is
it was
it
on
quotes?
somebody else's. It was a podcast they did somewhere, like an interview.
Okay.
It's like an hour
So
long.
you saw it in quotes?
Right, yeah.
Can I see the quotes?
It wasn't very. It
wasn't very clear.
Look at, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but basically, give me your synopsis of it then.
Like he thought people were too drunk, so it was really easy.
Yes.
The room was set up for them. They're coming to see them, so it's easier. He just doesn't know. Like he's got a very like singular. He must have been like one or two stand-up shows, and it's like, oh,
Well, he's right sometimes, though. He's right sometimes. We've all seen shows where people are laughing at bullshit.
But I didn't want to hear from him.
Right. Well, he doesn't know. Like,
That's
if
like-
there was a show and you went on,
Right.
and Jesselnick went on, and Diaz, and maybe Louis C.K. dropped in,
right.
Dave Chappelle did 10
Malcolm,
minutes.
go.
Malcolm, get
Right.
up there. Good fucking luck not having a heart attack.
Right. Go have fun, man. Go.
But he's also right in that we've all seen mediocre thoughts get passed off and the audience
Yes.
laughs. Like, there's certain clubs, I don't want to mention any names, but you can go to them any night of the week in Burbank or in North Hollywood, and you can
You
see
mentioned locations?
dog shit comedy, and people are laughing. They're laughing, and it's like real clunky, low rent.
What if that's where he was, like in those rooms?
It could be where he was.
Straight B room.
But I mean, this is the difference between talking about any sport, right? You could watch someone do it poorly on a playground, or you could watch someone do it exquisitely as a professional. And you go, oh, here it is. Gladwell stated, comedians deal with people in a tightly controlled setting,
I remember
and
that.
he cannot imagine an easier set of circumstances for navigating a social situation than that of a stand-up comedian. They go to Vegas, they go to the Comedy Cellar, they control their environments.
Oh man, I was like, see,
And this is what is this article that's shitting on it? What's it from? Malcolm Gladwell fails stand-up comedy 101.
yes. So who wrote that? See, that's how I felt.
Was it? Was the person who wrote it?
Somewhere up here. Fuck.
Does this have their name anywhere?
I had it.
Really?
Oh, it's the guy. It's the .com. NathanTimmel.com.
Nathan
right,
Timmel.
Nathan.
Is Nathan a comic? Yeah. Well, he's right.
Yeah.
Nathan's right. Yeah. I mean, Malcolm's right in a sense. He's right in a sense. But what he doesn't understand is there's a mind wrestling that's going on before you actually go and do that. And to sort of diminish the difficulty of that, it just shows that you haven't done it.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn, I can't listen to this dude. Because I couldn't, because he said it in the same exact voice
Yeah.
he says everything else in. So when he's breaking down something that I really want to hear him dissect,
He's so brilliant in so many different ways.
I couldn't shake it. I was like, fucking
Yeah.
Malcolm Gladwell.
That 10,000 hours shit.
Yeah.
He wrote Outliers, right? That's him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That book is amazing. When it talks about the Beatles and how like people think the Beatles came out of nowhere. Those motherfuckers did thousands and thousands of shows. That's what's up. It's just numbers.
Yeah.
It's numbers and concentration and focus and just that being what you really want.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
That's-
it's not just numbers. It's numbers of like passion, numbers of focus.
Yeah.
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 He's wrong. But I get it. I get why he thinks that it is a tightly controlled environment, but it's so easy to bomb in that tightly controlled environment.
But
He has
that's
no
what I'm
idea.
saying.